Yeah, Tatum, at halftime of this game, retired referee Gary Speed was honored. Now, Gary has been recently diagnosed with a terminal brain disorder where him and his family have no idea how much time he has left. But after spending this week with him and his wife, I've realized the power of love overshadows the fear of death.
He goes downstairs and turns on my coffee pot for me every morning, and he hasn't forgotten. He forgets things, but he has not forgotten my coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, and he's not.
No matter how old we get, we never seem to forget the small things about the people we love.
I was late.
He was late. You remembered you were late to our first date.
Yeah.
The funny thing was a bunch of football officials had sent out a text.
We hadn't spoken in a good 6-8 months. We'd been apart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just saw his name pop up on my phone, and my heart started beating, and I was like, what in the world?
Barbie called me and said, tell your buddy to take me off the text list. And so Gary called her.
That started the conversation.
And the rest was history. Gary Speed and Barbie were ready to live life together. But on March 15th, Mr. and Mrs. Speed saw their lives slow down.
I came upstairs that night and asked him a question, and he couldn't answer me. And I asked him several times. He started to grab his arm a little bit, and I thought, so I'm grabbing my phone to call 911, and he finally gets out, and he looked at me and said, take me to the hospital. We thought we were going to the hospital for a stroke or a heart attack, something that we could work with.
But instead, Gary was diagnosed with Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, a rare terminal brain disorder that only 350 people a year are diagnosed with.
They have no cure. They have no idea how to cure it.
That's what hurt the most, just to see a guy that had just retired and had everything out in front of him. You know, he's 57 years old, got a great wife, you know, got a nice home. Then you get hit with this, and you think, why?
And while no one may ever find an answer to this question, Barbie's love for Gary was never in doubt.
We renewed our wedding vows in our backyard.
Surprised.
I think he was in shock.
Yeah.
Lots of tears.
But yeah, I liked it.
I wanted him to know good, bad, hard, health, sickness, ugly, whatever it is, I'm not going anywhere.
When Barbie came into his life, I think God sent that. He knew what Gary was going to have to go through, and he needed a caregiver to take care of him.
And so, not knowing how much time Gary has left, the couple has traveled to places on their bucket list, but their last stop will be the closest location yet.
Extra County employee and football official, Mr. Gary Speed.
Just seeing all the people up here and loving it, and just a great day. Yeah.
We're honored and blown away, and it's just an honor and a tribute to Gary and the man that he is.
On the field tonight to honor Gary's service to our community.
Man, tonight the city of Odessa has officially announced September 24th to be National Gary Speed Day. What an amazing time. And also, I just want to thank the Speeds for letting me tell Gary's story. Love y'all. Back to you, Tatum.